Welcome to the only daily podcast focusing on compliance news of the day. Each morning, start your day with a cup of coffee and Tom Fox, the voice of compliance, to hear about 4 of the top compliance, corruption, or leadership stories you will need to start your day. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network.
First, a word from our sponsor. The Daily Compliance News for January 19, 2022, the BoJo the Clown edition. And we begin with that story from the BBC. Boris Johnson now declares that he was not told that having drinks at a party at number 10 Downing Street during the height of COVID-19 broke the rules. That's just almost flabbergasting since he's the one that set the rules. So BoJo the Clown is a trope, but it turns out he really is that stupid. And in addition to his clown head and clown face, he's got a clown mind. Whether he survives this, who knows? But BoJo the Clown lives in England, and he's the Prime Minister. Next up, from the Wall Street Journal, Risk and Compliance Journal, David Smagmala reporting, Wells Fargo has appointed Derek Flowers as the bank's next chief risk officer. That follows the announcement of Amanda Norton, who will retire. Flowers has worked at Wells for 24 years, most recently the head of strategic execution and operation. Prior to that, he was chief credit and market risk officer. It's unclear what role, if any, he played in any of the problems, which led to Wells' current imbroglio, but his promotion comes as the bank continues to wrestle with compliance issues that it has been involved with for many, many years now. Next up, Microsoft is buying Activision. Activision is a regular feature, it seems these days, of the Daily Compliance News. Not for anything good, that's for sure, but this is pretty good news for them as in a deal valued at close to $75 billion, Microsoft is bidding to grab the video game heavyweight. It's going to be very interesting, the discount that Microsoft has to give, or does get to give rather, because of the unethical and illegal conduct of Activision. But it looks like their CEO is headed for a very, 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 very big payday. And our final story comes to us from Reuters as a Derchert lawyer allegedly hid hacked emails origins, emails he hacked from a defendant that the lawyer used in a lawsuit to win a big legal case. So if that's true, that the lawyer either led the hack, had someone do the hack, or knew about the hack and didn't reveal that to the court, that could be a criminal offense, and it certainly could lead to a disbarment of the lawyer. Derchert's counsel in the United Kingdom is under fire for losing lots of emails, text, and other documents. In his case, involving ENRC. So the law firm may need to get some ethics training to some of its partners going forward. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network and a proud member of C-Suite Radio. Thanks so much for listening. I hope you'll join me again tomorrow.
This podcast is a part of the C-Suite Radio Network. For more top business podcasts, visit c-suiteradio.com.